Hey y'all, my name is Kate and I'm about to be a junior here at the University of South Carolina, and today I'm going to be talking to y'all all about Greek life. So I'm going to be addressing some of the myths versus realities of what Greek life is actually like at USC. I hope that this answers some questions that you guys might have, as well as broaden your perspective as to what it's like to be in a sorority or a fraternity. So the first myth is that there's only one type of Greek life. That is false. There are actually 4 different councils of Greek life here at USC. So we have MPHC, MGC, IFC, and CPA. And so all of these different councils actually make up a total of 49 chapters. So there are a lot of chapters here at USC, so many opportunities to find your home. I think a lot of the time students might just think about what they have experience with, if that makes sense. So for me, I had a mom who's in a CPA sorority. When I thought of Greek life, I thought of CPA as the only form of Greek life. But now being a Gamecock, my perspective has broadened so much. I have friends in IFC, MPHC, MGC, and so all of these councils really is what makes up Greek life. The second myth is that you have to go through recruitment or intake as a freshman. That is definitely false. The reality is that you can go through recruitment or intake throughout any time while you're here at Carolina. So if you are an upperclassman, if you're a sophomore or a junior or a senior and you're really interested in Greek life and maybe you regret not having done it, it is not too late. You can still go through that process. For CPA or IFC fraternities and sororities, you can go through recruitment as soon as your first semester here, but if you want to wait longer, that is totally okay. For MPHC and MGC fraternities and sororities, you have to have taken at least 12 credit hours here at USC, so that's usually about a semester. So after your first semester, you're welcome to go through the intake process, but you can, again, wait until later on. The third myth is that if you join Greek life, that is the only thing you can do, and that is so false. All of my friends who are a part of Greek life are actually involved in a different organization on campus. You are definitely encouraged to get involved somewhere else. You're a student first, and your chapter understands that. They want you to succeed in your classes, with your schoolwork, so they do definitely prioritize that. They want you, again, to be involved in different things. If you want to have a job, they totally will encourage you and support you in that as well. But if you want to dedicate all of your time to Greek life, you definitely can. There are so many opportunities to kind of take it a step further, get involved in a leadership position as well. And so that actually takes me into my fourth point and kind of misconception, is that Greek life is just for social opportunities. There are so many other opportunities to be found in Greek life as well. So while you might meet your best friends and your bridesmaids for your wedding one day, there are also a lot of opportunities to grow personally, professionally, as a leader, to serve other people. As a member of Greek life, you'll have an opportunity to be a part of the executive board or executive council of your specific chapter or for your councils. So as somebody who is a part of a CPA sorority, I can actually apply to be a part of our CPA executive council, which is an amazing leadership experience. We also have Greek ambassadors, so that's a really great way to represent the Greek community as a whole. In terms of service, there are so many opportunities to get out there and serve your community, as well as raise money for your philanthropy. Every single chapter has different philanthropies or service opportunities within them to really grow those experiences as well. And then lastly, in terms of academics, it is statistically proven that students who are part of the Greek community here at USC actually have a higher GPA than students who are not a part of a Greek organization. So definitely keep that in mind. Like I mentioned, your chapter does take academics very seriously, or any chapters you're considering, and so they really are there to support you and succeed in the classroom. And then myth number 5 is that there is a certain type of person that is involved in Greek life, and that is so false. Everybody is welcomed and encouraged to join the Greek community. We recognize that people are coming from all different places, backgrounds, and they're looking for different things within their Greek experience. And so the Office of Fraternity and Sorority Life really works to make sure that every student feels at home in their chapter and within the Greek community. So some examples of this is through our Office of Multicultural Student Affairs, we actually have an affinity group that really works to bridge the gap between students who are part of the Greek community and then also identify as being a part of the LGBTQ plus community. And so really working to bring those two communities together and make students feel at home within their chapter, within their council, and the Greek community as a whole. And then two other examples is Greek Impact, which is our Bible study for anybody a part of the Greek community, as well as Greek intramural teams. So that is done through our campus recreation, and that is a great way to play some sports alongside people of the Greek community as well. And then the final myth is that UofSC is go Greek or go home, and that is so false. Actually, only around 30% of our student body is involved in Greek life. So if you watch this video and you decided, maybe Greek life isn't for me, or you might want to wait a year or two, like I mentioned earlier, that is totally fine, because there are so many other things that you can get involved in here on campus to make Carolina feel like home. So we have over 560 organizations here at UofSC. If you're interested in learning more, whether that is about Greek life or about other organizations here on our campus, I would definitely recommend checking out Garnet Gate. That's a website that I'll link below, where you can see all the organizations that we have here. If you guys have any more questions, definitely feel free to reach out to the Office of Fraternity and Sorority Life. I will also be having a guidebook that answers a lot of questions about Greek life for the 2021-2022 school year in the description below as well. Follow them on Instagram, follow Student Life on Instagram, and as always, go Gamecocks!